Collective friction off. Increase RPM. Watch light out.
Looking for traffic, Jumbo.
Raise collective.
Thank you.
Close throttle. Litt slowere. Okay, check 1, 2, 3 on green. RPM is on green. No warning light. Orbit out of yellow and up. We are brake for test.
Number 3, Quebec, Mike, frequency change approved. Change approved, 3 Quebec, Mike. Number 78, Sierra, follow traffic on base to a 1 mile final, runway 26 right. Clear for the option, number 2. Clear for the option, number 2, 26 right, 70 Sierra. That's 2 on Bravo, is at 91 so far. 31 Bravo, Roger, thank you.
Know what to say? Longest tower, Hector A372 Romeo at Maverick. Request west, Raglow departure. Read information, Zulu. Yes, very good. Long Beach Tower, Hector A372 Romeo at Maverick. Request west, Raglow departure. Read information, Zulu.
Helicopter A372 Romeo, Long Beach Tower. Departure on the ramp at your own risk. West Warlow departure is approved.
Departure from Maverick at on my risk. West Raglow departure off-road. Hector 72 Romeo.
Number 31 Bravo, runway 26 right, clear
Right
2 and number 2. Number 2 is
Nice. So he said departure from the ramp, but it's the same. You can say departure from Maverick. Okay. Let's go.
I said clear.
Left clear.
Number 86 Papa, traffic heading to your left, northbound 1000 has you in sight. Traffic is 86 Papa. Thank you.
Little left pedal maybe for the trim strings. A little windy.
Number 31 Bravo, on traffic landing runway 30. We'll hold short of the intersection for you. Yeah, about that.
Okay, why are you lowering the collective? You're not at 500.
I said clear. Clear.
Oh, yes. Good. Yes, and only a little more to the right would be nice. Okay.
Make your turn left kilo 2, contact ground.
We want to cross the right side of this intersection below us. Between this intersection and the tower. Left clear.
Side clear.
Number 86 Papa, extend down for traffic. Extending down 86 Papa.
Okay, then you're on your first leg. So you can already fly your 70 knots that you planned.
Okay.
So you said 60 free ground speed because we're gonna have a headwind.
Number 86 Papa, traffic a mile final, runway 26.
Okay, let's go 70 knots attitude.
26 right, clear for the option number 2, 86 Papa.
Nice. Okay, then we see with 70 knots, we need about maybe 20 or 21 inches, and then we will fly straight and level. Let's find a good power setting. I think 70 knots and between 20 and 21.
Okay.
Should be good. Although at the moment we are a little descending, so maybe we need 21, yeah. Okay, so when it comes to navigation, you can use either dead reckoning, and dead reckoning would be everything that is based on your calculations or your navlog. Okay. So you would use a heading and a time. Or you use pilotage. You know what pilotage is?
I don't know.
Okay, pilotage, you already learned that with Christine in the ground classes.
Number 72 Romeo, frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, helicopter 72 Romeo.
Pilotage is when you fly according to what you see, based on references. So for example, you follow the Wardlow road. Or if you see your checkpoint, then you fly just straight to your checkpoint, so you fly based what you see and not based on your calculations.
Okay.
And in cross country we can use both for a combination. So we can use roads and reference points and also our calculations.
Okay.
But actually I think this compass has a problem, because it's showing about 20 degrees too much. So we have to reduce that a little, that it's correct, okay?
Okay.
It shows really pretty much 20 degrees too much. So you said your first heading is 261.
Yes.
So if you fly now along the Wardlow, then you have 260, yeah, that's pretty good. The calculation is pretty good. So this one is a little wrong.
Okay.
So it's actually showing too much. So always when you do right turns, the number gets higher. Left turns, the number gets lower. Okay, what is your next checkpoint?
US flag.
Okay. Well, where do we go when we are at the US flag?
Say again, please.
Where do we go when we are at the US flag? What is after that? So what is our heading, altitude, airspeed?
Our heading is 340.
Okay.
And altitude is 700.
Okay. So are you going to fly according to the heading or according to what you see with pilotage? You can choose. So maybe you already know where Compton is, or you use your headings.
Okay. Use the headings.
Okay, then let's fly to the heading. So here is the US flag. So as soon as you are there, you would fly 240, so let's fly 260 because of the compass is wrong. And then for how long do we have to fly? For 2.5 minutes. That's
clear.
So you can start your timer. Okay, and then we can check if the calculation is correct. So 230, sorry, 360.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you fly north, the compass is a little better. Yeah, okay. And your airspeed here is how much you want to have? What did you plan?
80.
80?
Yes.
Okay. You can fly 80, 700 feet.
Traffic flight 532 Alpha November, turning left base for 25, left, short approach compass.
Let's do a position report maybe. You know what you can say?
91813, left cross 1.
Object traffic at A372 Romeo. Over 3 miles miles south,
700
feet,
25 left.
heading northbound, Compton.
Or inbound for midfield crossing. Because then they know, if you just fly northbound, then they don't know if you're coming to the airport or not.
Okay.
So inbound for midfield crossing at 700 feet. Because we're gonna cross at 700 feet.
Inbound cross Mayfield.
Midfield crossing
Mayfield crossing.
at 700 feet. You can say 2 miles south.
Okay. Compton traffic, helicopter A37 to Romeo, 2 miles south, inbound midfield crossing, heading to northbound. Compton.
Nice, good job. Okay, so one guy said he's on final. I think he's already on the ground. Or maybe we can see him when we get closer. But I didn't hear anybody on crosswind or downwind, and I also don't see anybody. So this road is the 91, this is about 1 mile south.
1 mile south.
Okay, you see Compton already, right? Okay, let's do position report maybe.
Compton traffic, helicopter 7 to Romeo, 1 mile south, inbound midfield crossing, heading northbound, Compton.
Okay, so where do you fly after Compton?
Compton 6, fleeing
To the
number, clear to 5 left, taxiing back.
To the 105, 710.
Okay, so how do you find it?
Heading to 5, 0 feet.
What?
Heading to 055.
Okay. So now we are over Compton, then you can do the turn.
Okay. Clear.
So also, let's go first to the heading. .55 is a little left. And what's your altitude?
Altitude is 1000 feet.
Okay, you can start to climb. Also when we depart an airport, we normally do a gauge check, so we haven't done a gauge check yet, so let's do a gauge check.
Gauge check, 123 on green, RPM on green, no warning wedge, carbon, out of yellow and stop, go more than half.
Yeah. Can you see the intersection?
Okay.
The 105 710?
Yes.
Where is it? Which one is it?
This is 105 710.
This one?
Yes.
No.
No, the left one.
The big one, yeah. Let's go over there. When you're over there, you can do a last call on Compton. So you can say 7 to Romeo over 105 710 at 1000 feet, heading eastbound, last call. And then where do we go when we are there?
105 605.
Okay.
At a basin.
Which direction?
Direction is 080.
Okay. So you can either, so here it's very easy if you use pilot edge, because you have the 105 710 and the next one is the 105 605, so it's both the 105, so you can just follow the 105. But this is the 105, so you could just say, yeah, I do pilot edge, I follow these streets.
Okay.
Okay, then let's do a last call.
Traffic single altitude of November, tuning left downwind for 25 left, Compton.
Compton traffic helicopter 7 to Romeo over 105-710 at 1000 feet, heading east. Last call, Compton.
Nice, okay, so we did a last call, so we can probably change the frequency.
Okay.
Which frequency do we need?
123.025.
Okay. So probably it's easier if you just change the frequency now.
Okay.
No, you mean... Yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's get back to your airspeed. So you know, when you turn here and this one is pressed in, you can not go to that frequency. You have to pull it out, then you can go to the smaller frequencies. Okay, so now it was already pulled out. Okay, let's get back to your airspeed. We are very slow. Okay, do you see your next checkpoint?
Yes, I see.
Okay, then let's prepare everything what we do next.
Altitude 1500.
Okay.
Heading to 080.
080, that's at the moment, yeah, but after that, at the moment we just follow the road. We already have our checkpoint in sight. But what is after that?
Okay.
What is our next heading?
Next heading is 070.
Okay. And how long do we fly to the country club?
How long?
Yeah.
3.5 miles.
Now how many minutes? Time is important, not the miles. Don't raise the collective too much. Don't raise too much. If you want to climb, you have to fly slower. Yeah, a little more power is okay, but make sure you don't pull too much. Okay. Okay, 070, and how many minutes?
2.5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a timer. 2.5 minutes. Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, where are we flying? Not your head. You're already flying your heading.
Yes.
Okay, so in this direction the compass is also not correct. It shows 2 less. So if you want to fly about 10 degrees, so let's fly 10 degrees lower than than you wrote down.
10.
So instead of 070, you fly 060. Because here on ForFlight I also have a compass, that one works better. Okay, now you use a lot of power, which is okay, but you can only use that for 5 minutes, remember. So if you really want to climb to 2000 now, you should reduce the airspeed, otherwise it's going to take more than 5 minutes.
Okay.
So let's reduce the airspeed. Reduce. The power higher. Now we are climbing. This, if you want to climb, I would always reduce real quick, then you get much easier to your altitude. Okay. Okay. You see your next checkpoint already?
Yes.
Because we are only 1 minute away, so...
Yes, checkpoint in antenna.
You see the country club?
Yes.
Okay. The next antenna, okay, heading?
Heading 070. So
Okay, let's use again 060. Yeah. And when you are at the golf course, you can start the timer. We did do a position report, so maybe you can say 3 miles east of 105, 605. So you can say LA Basin traffic, that's the name here. Helicopter 72 Romeo, 3 miles east of 105, 605, 2,000 feet heading east. Okay, you have your altitude, you can get your airspeed back. Don't lower the collective, keep the power high and get back to your airspeed.
Okay.
If you have your heading maybe a little left, yeah, that's good. Then you just choose a point in front of you and then you fly to this point, so you don't always fly according to the heading. Because then you look too much on the compass. You can sometimes double check, but check, just use a point that you see right in front of you and you fly straight to this position.
Okay.
Also in cross countries we can use the trim, or we can use that always if you want. Then, because otherwise at some point your arm is gonna hurt. So you can, your left hand, you can reach around the left side of the cyclic and pull the trim up. Then you have less resistance on the cyclic.
Okay.
And then, okay, you can go back to your airspeed. And when we do the landing check then, we also push the trim back down.
Okay.
We could still land with it, but we should not. Okay, I think you did not start the timer new. So let's just wait. We had about 3 minutes there. So 3 minutes plus 6.5 is 9.5. But you have to fly your 80 knots, otherwise it's not gonna work out with the timing.
Okay.
Okay, so over there is Fullerton Airport. And we are about 4 miles north of Fullerton Airport.
4 miles?
Yes, so you can do a position report, Fullerton. LA Basin traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo is 4 miles north of Fullerton Airport.
Fullerton Airport?
Yes, heading, and altitude and heading.
Okay. LA Basin traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo, 4 miles north of Fullerton Airport at 2,100 feet, heading eastbound LA Basin.
Nice, good job. Okay, then we just look for the antennas. So 4 minutes left. But this is actually the most critical area of the cross country. Because here is the airspace of Fullerton is very close. So we cannot get too close to the right.
Okay.
So to make sure you avoid this airspace, you can also use another checkpoint in between the antennas and the golf course.
Okay.
So this, you see this white tank? There is a white water tank. So always make sure you stay on the north side of that.
Okay.
Okay? Or just fly straight to it. Then you are not too close to Fullerton. And then also when you find the antennas, you have to fly pretty close to the antennas to make sure you don't get into Fullerton. So the antennas are actually a good checkpoint, but they're pretty hard to see sometimes. So I give you a few hints to find it. So the antennas are close to a big highway, and they are on a hill, and on the bottom of the antennas there is a white house. So maybe when you get closer, that helps you to find it.
Okay.
There's one guy in front of us, and he seems to be a little higher. See him?
Yes, sir. I see.
Okay, and then make sure you stay north of the tank. Really good job on airspeed and altitude. You can also do a gauge check every now and then. So it's a good habit to do a lot of gauge checks. Let's do a gauge check now.
Okay. Gauge check, 1, 2, 3 on green, RPM on green, no warning lights, carbon, auto yellow and stop, go more than half.
Okay. we find the antenna, where do we go next?
Water treatment plant.
Heading?
Heading is 130.
Okay. So then we're gonna use 120 again.
120.
Yeah, we're gonna use it because the compass.
Okay.
Altitude stays the same and only 2 minutes. So it should be very close to the antennas.
Okay.
Okay, let's look for the antennas. We have 2 minutes left, so we should get pretty close now. As soon as you find the antennas, you can let me know.
Yes, I see.
See them?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, then like I said, here is all Fullerton airspace, so we have to be pretty close.
Share face over 72 Bravo northbound, going over the pass at 1,400.
So most people on this frequency that you hear speaking is gonna be the sheriff or the police. Good, then you can already prepare. Your next heading is 120, so you have to turn left or right?
Right.
Nice.
Is it okay to cross over the antenna?
No, just get close and then we turn a little bit before it, so don't cross over it, because they're pretty hard to see where they end. That's a little dangerous.
Okay.
So you can already turn to your next heading now. So that's already pretty close, so that should be good. Okay, let's remember, so we took, it's now almost 9 minutes.
Okay.
So it worked pretty good, your calculation. Now it's more than 9 minutes. And now 2 more minutes and we should be at the water treatment plant.
Okay.
So it should be actually pretty close already. Okay, your heading is good, so just choose a point in front of you and then we fly straight to this point.
Okay.
2,000 feet, 80 knots, looks really good. Good job, Dean. And then try to think ahead.
Okay. I see the water treatment. Right?
See it?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, what could you prepare already?
The next checkpoint is Santa Ana Canyon. The heading is 100.
Okay.
And the altitude is 1,500 feet.
Nice, very good. So when you are over there, you can start to descend.
Okay.
Yeah, now, so you're already too high, yeah. Good job. And maybe you can also do position reports, so elevation. 7 to Romeo over the water treatment plant, because this, everybody should know it, because it's on the chart.
Okay. Over 6055, heading.
And then altitude and heading.
Elevation traffic, Helicopter 7 to Romeo over water treatment plant at 2,100 feet, heading east, elevation.
Nice, good call. Okay, we are over here, so maybe you remember the timer or you reset the timer?
Our time is 11, and next is 15.5.
Okay. It was 11:30, so maybe 16. Okay, heading. Nice. Very good job on altitude and airspeed. Nice. And you have more than 4 minutes time to descend 500 feet. So you can just lower a little bit, not too much. Just a little bit of a descent rate is enough because we have a lot of time to get down.
Okay.
And then on this leg, you also wrote down some frequencies here. So let's already put in the frequencies you need next.
123, 13.
can also choose this attitude, then lean forward, keep it, and then look down. That helps sometimes, but whatever works best for you.
Okay.
Nice. Okay, so we are getting pretty close to Corona already, so we can, yeah, we can already listen for the weather. So let's change it.
Corona Municipal Airport. Automated weather observation. 2312 Zulu. Wind 260 at 15. Peak gusts 22. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 29 Celsius. Dew point 15 Celsius. Altimeter 2999. Remarks?
2999.
Altitude 2,200.
Now let's listen for the wind.
Corona
260.
Municipal Airport.
At
Automated weather observation. 2313 Zulu. Wind 260 at 13. Peak gusts 22.
and gust.
Visibility 10.
Okay, so pretty strong wind.
Sky condition
So
clear.
260, so which runway would you use?
Dew point 15 Celsius.
Runway 25.
Okay,
Altimeter
nice. Then we have every information. You can already go on Corona
Altitude
seat have.
2,200. Corona Municipal Airport. Automated
Okay.
weather observation. 2314 Zulu. Wind 260 at 14. Peak gust.
Yes, then we can already listen up what they say, what
Corona traffic 8171
Runway.
Lima is a straight out departure via the Prado Dam west to Long Beach. Corona traffic.
okay, one guy is coming to our direction. He just said he's taking off to Long Beach. So this area is all actually Santa Ana Canyon. So you can fly to this intersection.
Yes.
Let's go a little closer.
You're welcome.
Because then you from there you're gonna go to your next checkpoint, right? So we said that 16 minutes we should be there. So that's gonna work out pretty good. Altitude you're almost at 1,500. So this is actually the point you calculated from. This is the point that is on the map. Or actually here, I think. And then where do you fly next?
Traffic, cheering in 518 overland the field 2,600 head towards
Heading to 050. And altitude is
Corona Cessna
1,100.
runway 25.
Okay, so here it's actually easier if you just follow the roads. You can use pilotage.
Okay.
Okay, one guy is at the Prado Dam, so we're gonna see him. So you can maybe do a radio call, Corona traffic, the 72 Romeo is over Santa Ana Canyon, inbound for runway 25. That's it.
Inbound runway 25.
Yes, inbound for runway 25.
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo over Santa Ana Canyon at 1,600 feet, inbound runway 25. Corona.
Nice, good job. And then you can also slowly go down to your altitude, pattern altitude. So before we reach Corona, there is one more checkpoint we can use. It's the Prado Dam. You see this white with the red letters? This area is the Prado Dam. On the left side there is a dam.
Taking runway 25 for left close traffic.
And when we are at the Prado Dam, then we can also already enter the downwind. I'm gonna show you. So where do you think is Corona Airport? On the left or on the right side or on the front?
Little bit right.
Little bit right. So right side of the road.
No, left side of the road.
Left side of the road, okay. There should be one guy next to us.
Traffic Sky 225
yeah, he's over there.
left crossing runway 25 front.
Yeah, let's go down to your pattern altitude, because at Prado Dam we can already enter the pattern.
Okay.
So when we are over Prado Dam. You can say Corona traffic, 7 Romeo over Prado Dam, entering left downwind for runway 25.
Traffic Star 225 Tango Foxtrot, turning left downwind.
Inbound left down.
You're entering left downwind because here we're gonna enter. You can fly a little bit over the street.
228 Tango Foxtrot.
Saratoga.
Thank you.
Climbing out straight out to 22 out of 2100 on the left turn toward Avalon in a minute. No passenger preview.
Then
This is what we get for making all our tail numbers.
you can actually follow the train tracks. This is a good downwind in Corona. You just follow this train track.
Okay.
Then 70 knots, 1100.
On the left cross, turning left downwind, runway 25 Corona.
Okay, one guy is on left crosswind, it's right in front of us. So maybe let's also do position reports.
Turning left base, runway 25 Corona.
Over Prado Dam, entering left
We
downwind,
need the TS
25.
I mean, it looks cool until you gotta have like 5 aircraft on the same frequency.
Over the train tracks. Okay, let's do a position report.
I mean, at that point, just get a call sign.
You can just say Corona traffic, 7 Romeo, entering left downwind.
I like that better, look.
Corona traffic, Alpha 7 Romeo, entering left downwind. Corona.
For runway 25.
228 Tango Foxtrot, passing.
Okay, let's get a little more airspeed and a little lower. We're still too high. Then you can already do the gauge check. You see the runway?
Yes, I see.
It's over there, yeah. Okay, so let's do a gauge check.
Not 8.
Gauge check. 1, 2, 3, I'm green. I'm green. So when you guys carpet out of yellow and half, you are more than half.
Okay, carpet up.
Carpet down.
And one more thing.
The trim.
Yes, trim left down.
228 Tango Foxtrot, left base.
So if you forget the trim, you can still land. It's just a little harder to hover. So if you can, don't forget it. 70 knots, 70 knots. And we're gonna aim for the numbers 25. So you can already look at it a little bit. And one guy is turning base. You see him right in front of you. So we cannot turn base now or not before we passed him. Because otherwise we are on a collision course.
So behind the pin.
Exactly, yeah. And if it's too busy or so, you can always do a right 360 here. But at the moment it sounds good. And we are at the end of the downwind, so you can already start to descend. We are still not at pattern altitude. So we really have to go down now.
Adjustment 228 Tango Foxtrot, final runway 25 Corona.
Okay, he's next to us. Okay. Let's fly a little more and then you turn. And then you do a call. Left base for runway 25.
Runway 25 Corona.
Left side clear.
Right side clear.
Then you can already do a call.
Corona traffic, Alpha 7 Romeo, turning left base of runway 25. Corona.
Nice. And you can fly a little bit along. Let's fly a little bit over there. So we don't want to overfly these houses.
Okay.
So we just fly a little strange pattern now because we had to extend. And then we fly here and then we turn final, okay?
Okay.
Okay, one guy is landing, another guy is in downwind, is over there. So 2 guys are here.
Okay.
Okay, then you can tell them that you are on final. Let's try to land on the numbers.
Corona traffic, Alpha 7 Romeo, left final of runway 25. Corona.
Okay, there is no left final. Final is just final.
Just final.
Final is always no left or right.
And carpet down.
Yes, good job.
Adjustment 228 Tango Foxtrot, clear runway 25 Corona. Traffic Star 225 Tango Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 25 Corona.
Okay, this guy is already turning base, so we don't have a lot of time on the runway.
Okay.
So we will just come to a stop, and then you take off again. Then we can do an on-the-go call.
Traffic Star 225 final runway 25 Corona.
Yeah, nice, pretty good. Okay, let's go, let's do takeoff.
Okay.
And then you can take ground traffic. Helicopter 72 Romeo is on the go for left close traffic. Don't raise too much, and on the takeoff we don't raise at all. Can you do the call?
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo, on the go for left cross traffic, Corona.
KAJO.
225 short final runway 25 Corona.
Oh, but I forgot, on the go runway 25, but it's okay. On the normal takeoff, you don't need to raise the collective a lot. First, airspeed, because you were on the right line already.
Okay.
But nice approach, and also nice takeoff, other than that, too much power. Okay, like always, before we turn crosswind, we want to have 300 feet AGL.
Okay.
So the elevation is 530, so we need 830, yes. Yeah. Then you can fly all the way to the train tracks again. Maybe you have to grab a little bit because we have strong wind from the west.
Okay.
And radio call.
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo on left crosswind, Corona.
Runway 25.
Runway.
Okay, let's fly all the way over there and then we turn downwind. Altitude is already good, we're too high already.
Okay.
So let's get now first 70 knots. Before we level off, so before we lower the collective 70 knots. Same like in Long Beach. And now we are on downwind. So radio call and gauge check.
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo on left downwind of runway 25 Corona.
Service car 225 Tango Foxtrot,
KAJO
left crosswind runway 25 Corona.
Give me some green, one patch carpet out of yellow and left clear up.
This time you can turn a little earlier. We are at the end of the downwind, so you can already start to descend, same like in Long Beach. Yes, good job looking at the spot sometimes. Then we're gonna have a strong headwind again.
Okay. Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo on left base, of runway 25 Corona.
Nice. This guy is in downwind. We just turned downwind.
Traffic 225 Tango Foxtrot, doing a right 360 in the downwind, set up for power 180.
Okay, he's doing a right 360 for us, that we have a little more time.
Okay.
That's nice of him.
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo, final of runway 25 Corona.
Nice, good job. Now you can really focus on the approach. It's pretty windy.
Okay.
Don't get too slow, I feel very slow. I know it's showing 55 knots, but don't look at that. When I look outside, I feel slow.
Okay.
We have a very, very strong headwind now.
Sure, traffic 225 Tango Foxtrot, re-establishing on the downwind for power 180.
Overshot.
Okay.
With this headwind, you really have to lower the collective pretty much a lot to go down.
225 Tango Foxtrot, being the number short approach 25.
Okay, they are doing a short approach, so let's do an on the go again.
Okay.
Traffic Sky 225 Tango Foxtrot is turning left base runway 25 Corona.
It's pretty windy.
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo
on the low of runway 25 for left cross traffic Corona.
Nice, perfect radio call, good job. Also nice takeoff this time. It's really windy. And try to do everything yourself, and then this time also try to hit the numbers, okay?
Clear.
Don't let the wind push you too much, maybe you have to fly a little bit in this direction. Because we want to fly only crosswinds. And now we are already flying a little bit over there.
Corona traffic helicopter 72 Romeo on left crosswind, Corona.
Runway 25.
Well.
So we are getting pushed a lot. Maybe next time we have to maybe fly a little bit more over there.
Okay. Clear. Clear.
And now we're gonna get really fast because now we're gonna have a tailwind. But we still wanna have 70 knots indicated airspeed.
Okay. Up. Okay, check. 123 on green, RPM is green. So warning light target out of yellow. Up, yellow up. Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo on left downwind of runway 25 Corona.
Nice. We're a little high and we're in the end of the downwind, so we already wanna descend.
Left crossing runway 25 Corona.
So in Long Beach, when we turn base, we always want to be already at 400, right?
Right.
So here we should be at about 950 then.
Okay.
And now we are very, very high. Okay, you have a much longer final, so it should be fine. You still have more than enough time.
Turning left downwind runway 25 Corona.
By cycling into the wind, we're losing airspeed.
Corona traffic, helicopter 72 Romeo, turning final of runway 25 Corona.
Nice, good call. Yeah, so we still have a very long way to go on the very strong headwind, so you can really fly a little faster.
Okay. And orbit down.
Nice, that looks really good. Airspeed, altitude. Both look good.
Traffic 225 Foxtrot, turning left base runway 25 Corona.
Okay, let's go down now. Now lower, 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 lower. Otherwise we're gonna overshoot again. Yes. Aft cycling and lower, aft cycling and lower. Yes. Now you slowly raise. Nice, good job. I have controls.
You have control?
I have controls. Keep the headwind.
Advise there's a helicopter on the runway, final traffic. Wait, okay, we're probably going to go around in a second.
Corona traffic, helicopter 70 Romeo is clear of runway 25, Corona.
Thank you.
These guys are always behind us, so we always have to rush. So I just wanted to get out of the way. Then we can take the runway again. Okay, let me just check how it feels when we have a crosswind. It's a very strong crosswind. So we're gonna keep the headwind. You have controls.
Control traffic, 06 Romeo is holding short, runway 25 on a right crosswind.
Okay, this guy is holding short, so he wanna take off now, so we wait a little. Let's do a gauge check.
Okay, KJ 123 on green, RPM is on green, no warning light carbon, out of yellow and stop, fuel less than up.
Yeah. So usually we always land, come to a stop, do a gauge check, and also check if somebody's behind us. But today the wind is too strong to turn, right? So we don't do pedal turns. And then we do a radio call taking off 25 for left close traffic. But if you hear somebody behind you, like today, then we just say on the go.
On the go.
And when you have a strong headwind like that, then make sure you lower the collective more. So this time I told you lower, and then you landed on the numbers, so much better. Okay, let's go on the runway. Left side clear.
Right side clear.
Yeah, actually, let's keep a little heading to the left, so don't, maybe a little heading like this. Okay, normally we would do a radio call, so let's say we are taking runway 25 for left close traffic.
Corona traffic, helicopter 7 to Romeo, taking over runway 25, corona.
Left, doesn't matter, okay. And let's go. Okay, on the next pattern I want you to land at this taxiway intersection, okay, so over here.
Okay. Traffic 225 Tango Foxtrot, turning left base for runway 25, doing short approach.
It's a really good performance at the climb out, huh? So I think this guy is doing a departure, but we can keep an eye on him. Because he doesn't turn left.
Current traffic 06 Romeo is turning right crosswind, last call for Corona, 06 Romeo.
Left side clear. Okay, he's doing a right crosswind.
Okay.
Okay, this time let's fly a little bit in this direction. And left crosswind. Radio call.
Corona traffic, helicopter 7 to Romeo on left crosswind for runway 25, corona.
Don't get too high, we're getting 200 feet.
November Kilo is Rotterdam entering left downwind for 25, Corona.
We are losing airspeed, and that's why we climb a lot, so we are already 200 feet below, above our pattern altitude. So make sure you don't climb too much. I know the performance is good today. Okay, then left downwind.
Corona traffic, helicopter 7 to Romeo on left downwind of runway 25, corona.
And RPM. Okay, check. 123 on green. RPM is on green. No warning light carbon out of yellow and up. Fuel less than up. Side clear. Left side clear.
So you could turn actually much earlier, especially with these strong headwinds, and now we even want to land a little further at the next intersection.
Okay.
Radio call.
Corona traffic, helicopter 7 to Romeo, left base of runway 25, corona.
Okay, now there is also another guy coming in. So there are now two airplanes. Okay, let's get a little airspeed because we have a very long way until to the first intersection. Okay.
Corona traffic, copter 305 November Kilo is on the left downwind for 25, Corona.
Okay, this guy is on downwind here. And the other guy is crosswind, I think.
Traffic 225 Tango Foxtrot turning left downwind runway 25, Corona.
Okay, let's tell them we are on final.
Corona traffic, helicopter 7 to Romeo on final, runway 25, corona.
Okay, let's get a little more airspeed. We need the second intersection. So this is also a helicopter, so...
Okay.
So he made play a little smaller pattern.
Doctor 305, November Kilo, turning left base for 25, Corona.
Yeah, after we land, we can come to a stop, and then
downwind for 25, set up for power 180.
then we hover to the left with the same heading, okay?
Okay.
And when we cross the boundary line,
And Copter 305, November Kilo is turning final 25, Corona.
when we cross the boundary line, we can say we are clear of runway 25. You can now just do a normal landing.
Corona traffic, 3515 Sierra,
Nice.
5 miles
Then let's
to
go.
the southeast, inbound to 25 Corona.
So he's already behind us. Let's hover a little to the front. Then you can say 7 to Romeo is clear of runway 25, Corona.
Corona traffic, Delta 7 to Romeo, clear of runway 25 Corona.
Okay, let's stop here. You can turn into a headwind.
Reestablishing in the downwind, setting up for power 180.
Okay, nice. That was pretty good patterns. I'm gonna show you the patterns later on the iPad, because then you can see how much the wind pushed us.
Okay.
So here we have the fuel station, but this one is a very dangerous one because of this roof. Actually, there was a big accident here 10 years ago with an R22, but we can also use that one. That much safer for helicopters.
Okay.
So you can turn over there and fly on the right side of this fuel station.
Right side clear.
Left clear.
Left side clear.
And 305, November Kilo is on the go, 25, left traffic Corona.
So number 4 is on this side, and number 4 is on the other, 3 is on the other side. But number 4 is not working, so we have to go to number 3. So we have to go around. Then we're gonna be not too close to this pole and not too close to the fuel station. That looks really good at the moment. A little more.
Corona traffic, 150, 2 miles to the south.
Okay, before you turn, you're gonna have a strong tailwind. Okay, so be active on the pedals. And maybe you have to play a little aft cyclic then, that the wind doesn't push you. Okay, left side is clear.
Right side clear.
Nice, very smooth, slow and controlled.
Traffic 305,
Good job.
Kilo, left cross.
Then you can go over the yellow line here and set down on the yellow line.
Taking a Foxtrot short final, full stop.
Take your time, that's a really hard landing now with the tailwind.
Copter 305, November Kilo is left downwind 25, Corona.
Okay, let's hover a little back again. Okay, then you can set down. Right pedal now.
Corona traffic, Cessna 90 goes inbound off the Paradise on the VOR Alpha approach, out of 2,800.
Yeah, nice. So if it's so windy, you don't have to really make a very smooth landing, just make sure you get down, right? So that was pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, you can shut down.
Traffic Sky 225, Tango Foxtrot, clear of runway 25, Corona.
Corona traffic, 15 Sierra, joining the 45 to the left downwind to 25 Corona.
Corona traffic, Copter 305, November Kilo, left base for 25, Corona. Copter 305, November Kilo is turning final 25, Corona.
Yeah, so sometimes it gets pretty busy here. A lot of traffic. Today it's okay.
Corona traffic, 15 Sierra, joining the downwind to 25 Corona.
Auto rotation. With this wind they do an auto rotation.
Oh.
Pretty advanced. the best conditions. So you see, when we flew downwind, especially on the second pattern, they got really pushed over there. So we actually want to fly here and then here, right?
Okay.
So we really have to fly a little to the right. Because otherwise you even have less time on the downwind. Because with this wind, the downwind is not a very long time because you get pushed so much that you fly very fast actually. Yeah. Then yeah, the base turn is good. If you get too close to the buildings, you can also fly a little bit like this and then turn final, like we did on the first one. Yeah, and the reference in Corona is always the train tracks. Pretty nice. Yeah, here you really learn how to be aware of your environment, of the other traffic, so you have to listen on the radio
Just to the northwest of the field.
where they are and stuff.
And
Because if you see there is somebody on, or if you hear there is somebody on downwind and you're also in downwind, you should look for him if he's before. So, because you don't want to turn final, base and final before he does, right? Because otherwise, if he's here and you're here, then he turns base and you turn base, then that's not good. Right. Yeah, the carpet automatically comes up when you lower the collective, it comes up automatically. It's carpet assist.
traffic, Sling 132 and Tango, over PDC VOR 3000 descending, tracking the VOR, and we'll be overflying the field and heading to the west, Corona.